Hi guys, Chamion here from Food by Chamion. I hope all is well. Today I am going to make a very quick herb roasted potatoes. You want to pre-cook it. I want to speak about something. It's going to be a very brief demo. When I finish this part and it's finished baking, I'm going to come back live again to show you all the product. When you are dealing with potatoes of any kind, don't ever use the traditional strainer method, right? Lift it out like this. Right, because if I had strained it, what will have happened is it will have mashed up. So you want to scrub. You want to scrub and dice your potatoes. Leave the skin on. You can also use red potatoes, right? Make sure it's uniform. Pre-boil it in some water, of course, plain water. You can use salt. Use a bit of salt. And once it's there to where you want it to be, but of course, remember I said use your spider, right? This is known as a spider in the culinary world, right? And once it's soft, not too soft because you have to finish, do a bit in the oven. By the way, this is a recipe that I created about 3 years ago. You don't want to not pre-cook the potatoes. It's going to be very crispy. It's not going to be edible, more or less. So you want to do it like this first, right? So I am going to drizzle some extra virgin olive oil onto my potatoes, followed by some herbs. You can use herbs like herb de Provence. This is some original. I'm just being direct with you all, right? In case you all might want to know, this is some original flavored Mrs. Dash, right? This is what the herb de Provence looks like. I will not be calling the brand. And you can also use things like this. Rub with Love. It's a gluten-free brand, right? By Tom Douglas. I got it at a store. I did a video on right here on my channel. Check it out for more information, right? So this is a smoky barbecue rub, but you can use things like this on it or even create your own. Or if you don't want all of that, you can simply add some salt and black pepper, freshly ground of course, and even a bit of vinegar in it, right? So I'm just gonna more or less average how much oil I'm using. You want it coated, not over coated, but you want it coated nicely. About there, I'm gonna stop, right? I'm gonna put my salt in at this moment also. Not too much of salt. I'm using my Stonewall Kitchen brand of Maine sea salt. I got it at the same store I spoke about just now, just look right on the channel. It's a store in West Trinidad, a gourmet specialty store. You need to look out for them. That store is amazing and the staff, right? So give them a check. About here is good for me. I'm going to use my medley of same Stonewall Kitchen brand black pepper, a medley of peppercorns. So it's a lot of pepper, different colors and so forth. I'm going to just add this. So that's why I said you can use this only if you so desire with a bit of with about a tablespoon of vinegar. Whether balsamic or white vinegar, because vinegar and potatoes, they are a thing in the culinary world, right? Believe it or not. And I will be using my Mrs. Dash. I also have some freshly chopped rosemary. It smells just amazing. I'm going to add all of it. See how it looks already. You can use also only fresh herbs if you like. But I happen to like the dry herbs a lot on this, so I'm going to put in my Mrs. Dash also. Just have a very beautiful blend, right? If you have garlic and onion powder or granulated garlic and granulated onion, feel free to use it, right? I'm going to add the rest of my Mrs. Dash. And you are not going to foil it to bake it. You're going to bake it open because remember it's already cooked, right? You just want to make sure it's super pretty. That's the goal. Right? And the skin is so nice on there. So it's as easy as this. Right? You want to make sure your salt level and everything is okay before you get it in your oven. It needs just a bit more salt, but remember, if you are Mrs. Dash, if you didn't know, you never heard of it, it's an international brand. It contains no sodium. It contains absolutely no sodium, no salt, right? Or MSGs or anything. So it's geared towards more persons that, you know, watching their intake of sodium and so forth, be it for being hypertensive or whatever it is, right? I just taste it, so I know it's missing a bit of this, so that's why I'm adding more. Not too much, because when you cook, you always have to take into consideration this might not be the only thing you are going to serve. You might have other dishes, and you don't ever want to highly season any one particular food, because you want everything to be perfect together. They must complement each other, all that you are cooking, right? Remember, I use the fresh rosemary, don't forget that. I'm just going to get it onto a baking sheet that I already have lined and waiting. Just to be safe, and remember, I use extra virgin olive oil. I'm going to spray a bit with some of my organic extra virgin olive oil non-stick cooking spray, cold press with no propellants. It's also USDA organic certified. It's eco-friendly also. I'm just going to use a bit of it, right? Just to be safe. Give it a good spray, right? So this is the spray that I use. Get a brand that you are comfortable with. That's safe, right? So I'm just going to get it onto there now. And of course, I'm going to come back to show you guys the final product, right? You want to get in somewhat crisp, but not too crisp. You all understand. So you want a nice balance of crispness, sorry, and nice tenderness of the potato. Remember, I said you can use red potatoes also, right? You don't have to cube it. You can also use it. You can also put your potatoes in wedges. It don't need to be diced, right? You don't want to put it too sparse on your tray either. I'm doing it like this on purpose. It's not going to steam off. I'm just going to monitor it. You all know I don't speak about time and so forth of oven. It's for a reason. You will know how your oven behaves. Just monitor it and don't put it close to the floor of your oven ever. Right? It's just as simple as that. Nothing, you know, nothing else or anything like that, right? So you all see how easy it was? Yeah, we are ready to go down to bake. And we're going to have some perfect herb roasted potatoes in a couple of minutes, in under an hour. Right, guys? So I'm going to come back with final presentation for you all.